You disgust me. Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to an episode of Packcast, the podcast where I don't have to be a Packers fan.
I'm wearing all purple.
But it sure does help. I am your host, Tom Grossi.
Oh, and I'm Jade Grossi.
Did you forget?
I forgot I had to introduce myself. Yes.
Yep.
I also think it's partially because I feel sort of dirty.
I agree. I
like it.
agree.
I appreciate that I'm wearing purple for the Vikings. It feels dirty. Like I'm like sort of being allowed to wear it, which is weird. It's like I have sort of permission from Tom, but like not really. That's why it feels dirty. It's not that it's a dirty jersey or a dirty hat.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
They're very clean.
Nope.
It's just weird that I'm wearing
I've wiped my
it.
anus with them.
Like I'm wearing purple. Like that makes me so excited to wear purple.
And so after 1 week of predictions in the book.
Yeah, one.
That's right. 1 is the amount of games I beat Jade by, as I went 13, 2, and 1, while Jade went 12, 3, and 1. But don't worry, Jade, you better well get used to losing, because not only are the Vikings going to lose on Sunday, but in our fantasy league, I beat Jade by a whole lot more than just 1 point.
I feel like that counts more than this one win because I did really good in this week for predictions. You're welcome.
You did. I am proud of you.
My fantasy, however,
will never become your reality.
It didn't do that well. I did not lose by 1 point.
It was a lot of
or
points.
1 game. I don't even think I broke 100. I'm pretty sure I didn't break 100. That's awful. I was projected to beat him by, I think it was 11 points maybe. I don't like NFL fantasy because it doesn't adjust. I was talking about this with my friend Eric, and he also said he didn't like it because it didn't adjust.
150.8 to 80.1.
I think I was projected to get like 111. He was projected to get like 100 or 101.
Oh, well, again, the Vikings fans.
Well, I got an A+ for my draft from NFL, so that's all I'm going to go with.
But guess what? You got an F this week for everything except an A+.
Censored! You can't see this! I'm flipping him off.
Get an A+ for being my wife is what I was just about to say.
Oh, I take back my flip off.
Nope, you did it. And it's on camera.
No, it's not. They didn't see it. I hid it. I censored it. I didn't want you to do the work, so I censored it for you.
I don't have to censor a finger.
Oh. Well, for the record, my ring that I wear to the gym is purple, too.
Now, even our wedding vows are tainted.
Well, technically, our wedding colors were teal and purple, so, I mean, the Vikings were sort of in that, too, I guess.
Oh, my God, I just realized that.
You don't have anything from our wedding in here. Ding! It fell over there.
I didn't actually.
Anyway.
Moving on to week 2 as Tom looks to steamroll Jade again. I don't care if it's by 1 point or 10 points.
What if I had a beard? Like a purple beard. How do I look? Is it sort of like Santa?
I know a man who wears purple and has a beard. Tom.
He harassed me.
You liked it.
I didn't.
Moving on to the Thursday night game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, they're saying ARG, ow, because they can't win a game going up against the Carolina Panthers, who just lost to the LA Rams. But here, I think the Panthers are going to rebound. They looked pretty good in week 1. Christian McCaffrey picking up right where he left off. I'm going to go with the Panthers here.
I'm going to go with the Panthers, too, because tonight after the gym when we went out to get a drink, I saw Cam Newton on the television, so I think it's just a sign that I should pick the Panthers.
Who you drinking with?
My friends from the gym. Trish and Eric and Liz and Tracy.
You got friends in real life and not just on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
What is that like?
It's not really something that you can explain. You just have to experience it for yourself.
Maybe when I'm older. Then moving on to the Arizona Cardinals game, who tied. They tied the Lions because the Lions blew a double-digit lead. I picked the Lions. I was nice to you, Detroit. And what do I get for my troubles?
A tie.
Freaking fracking tie, Jade.
But
What?
it gave us both a tie.
Anyway, moving on. The Cardinals versus the Ravens, who
Ravens.
committed animal cruelty last week against the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to say the Ravens
It's a
are going
bird
to
against a
continue
bird
with that.
this
Yes.
week.
So which bird is going to
I said Ravens.
take flight?
Ravens.
The Ravens. Excellent. Then moving on to the LA Chargers versus the Lions. The Chargers going into overtime against the... Then the Chargers against the Lions. The Chargers who went into OT against the Colts, who just would not go away until they lost. Going up against the Lions. TJ Hawkinson looked pretty sexy, but I picked you last week, Lions, so I'm not going to pick you again. I'm going with Chargers.
Who won the Chargers game last week?
The Chargers. Because they charged your phone to 100% victory.
Who's the quarterback for the Chargers?
Philip like a Rivers.
Rivers, I knew that. I guess I'll go with the Chargers.
Oh man, what a copycat. Then moving on to the team that the Chargers almost didn't beat. You got the Colts versus the Titans. The Titans crushing the dreams and hopes of the Cleveland Browns.
I could crush your hopes and dreams because you shouldn't have written them down because now I know who your picks are going to be. So I could literally ruin your life and just pick everyone that you picked and then no one would win next week.
That's fine. I would still be up by one, so.
No. If we're tied, that was last week. You can't consider next week.
Yes, you
this week.
carry it over to get
No,
a
I
total
get
at the end of
that.
So you could pick the same people every single week. I'd still win.
No. You didn't win that week. We would have tied that week.
I'd still be winning overall.
Anyway.
Moving on. Yeah, the Titans looking pretty damn good, but you know what? I feel like the Titans are going to win, but I have a feeling about the Colts. So I'm going to go with the Colts here. I think Jacoby Brissett is going to be like, hey, Andrew Luck who? He won't, but Jade.
Isn't it Jacoby and Myers? Isn't that a law firm? Jacoby. I'm going to go with the Titans.
All right. We are the Titans, mighty, mighty Titans. Then moving on to the 49ers.
We are the Titans, the mighty, mighty Titans.
Moving on to the 49ers and the Bengals. The Bengals putting up a damn good fight against the Seahawks, only losing by 1 point, just like Jade did last week. And the 49ers pulling away a victory. I'm going to go with the 49ers here, because I just don't believe enough in the Bengals. But they could pull one off. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Who did the Bengals go against last week?
Seahawks.
Well, if they only lost at 1 point, they're the underdogs like me, so I'm going to go with the Bengals.
All right, moving on to the Jaguars versus the Texans. The Jaguars, there's a whole lot of nope. The Texans losing a last-second field goal to the New Orleans Saints in the game of the week. I'm going to say the Texans are going to rebound here and get their first win of the season.
Texans.
Texans it is. And then...
Vikings!
For the win. Why are you the way you are?
You married it.
Not for long,
Forever.
which is not very long.
Forever.
Not long enough.
Oh, forever. Infinity.
We're
Same
going to
thing.
kill the Vikings.
No,
and
you're
so
not.
the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota crap turd Vikings are currently both number one atop
Minnesota.
the NFC North. The Vikings pulling off an impressive show against the Falcons, showing those dirty birds that they can't do diddly squat. And the Packers, going into Soldier Field and being like,
Skull!
they didn't say that, first of all. But yeah, there's a good chance that the Vikings take the win, but the Packers are going to be like, no,
They're gonna
shut your
try.
mouth. Shut your mouth. And they're going to win. So Packers, and you pick, obviously, your dirty, filthy
They're purple.
Vikings. Yep. Moving on, the Cowboys and the Redskins. Redskins, as Jade is well aware of, if she watched football, that they almost pulled off a win against the Eagles. And the Cowboys with Randall Cobb beat the Giants. I miss you, Randall. Cowboys are going to win.
Because of Randall?
Yep.
Did the Redskins almost win?
Yes.
Redskins.
Okay, going with the Redskins because Jade is not a racist. Moving on to the battles of the S's. You have the Seahawks versus the Steelers. The Steelers getting blown the F
Oh, you're yelling
out.
at me. Stop yelling at me.
33-3. And I feel like they're going to have a tough time with the Seahawks, and so I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. Hey, Jade. Are they going to steal the win?
Oh, your corny jokes. Who did they play last week?
Steelers played the Patriots.
And the Patriots won, right?
Destroyed them.
Mm,
You know, instead of telling corny
I
jokes,
guess I could go to Seahawks.
I could tell cheesy jokes.
That's even worse. Seahawks.
Then we got the Buffalo
Bills.
Okay, versus the New York Giants. Giants not really showing up against the Cowboys, and the Bills,
And yet you're picking them anyway.
after being down by like 16 points, came back and won. But I feel like the Giants are going to rebound just because they're going to give Saquon Barkley the ball
Saquon.
nonstop.
Bills.
Then you have the New England Patriots versus the Dolphins. Now, the Dolphins always steal one every single year.
It won't be this one.
It will not be this one. They're going to die. Like, die.
Well, hopefully not die, but
They're
just
going
lose.
So after the Dolphins got destroyed by the Ravens, apparently a bunch of Dolphins players called all their agents and were like, "Get me out of here."
Really?
Yup. Which is funny. Yeah, the Patriots are going to kill them.
Patriots.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't want to.
Then we go with the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Raiders. The Chiefs picking up right where they left off. And, of course, the Raiders pulling off a win against Denver and looked pretty impressive. But,
And they're the reason why that I lost last week to you by 1 game. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
thanks, Raiders. Appreciate it. Then, what might be the game of the week, the Saints versus the Rams.
Oh, no.
The NFC Championship game from last year. The Rams looked a bit sluggish. Thankfully, they had Todd Gurley to pull it off at the end.
Thankfully. How many points did he get us?
10 points. They really didn't.
That
do
ain't
much.
nothing.
I know. And then the Saints pulling off a last-second victory with their defense not looking really so great. But I feel like the Saints are going to get their revenge. It's the Empire Strikes Back. I'm going to go with the Saints here.
And the Saints going to go marching in?
I don't know. Are they?
No.
You're going Rams?
I don't know.
You just said no, so...
I want to go to bed. Oh, that's something. I guess I'll go with the... That's making me more tired. I feel like I want to
Just pick a damn team!
Oh, I'll go with the Rams.
Thank you. Then the Bears versus the Broncos in Mile High Stadium after suffering a Week 1 loss and everyone blaming Mitch Trubisky, which it wasn't all of his fault. I'm going to go with the Bears here. They're going to rebound.
It was not all his fault. I'll go with the Bears, too.
Okay. Moving on. You got the Eagles versus the Falcons. Either team could take this.
Bird. Versus bird. Bird, bird. Bird is the word.
And a bird, 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 and the bird is a word, and a bird, 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 and the bird is a word, and a bird, bird, a bird is a word. I said a bird, bird, a bird is the word, and I'm going to go with the Eagles here.
Sure.
Eagles it is. And then finally, you got the Cleveland Browns, who got flushed last week versus the Jets suck, who blew a 16-point lead to the Buffalo Bills. But the Jets did look pretty impressive. You know, with Le'Veon Bell, I think they're going to have a pretty good season. So I'm going to go with the Jets here.
Wait, what did you just say about the Browns? I was counting.
They sucked last week and got blown out by the Titans.
But I don't want to pick the Jets.
So don't.
I can't.
So who are you picking?
I'll go with the Jets.
Okay. And there you have it. Here are our predictions. You see them, you love them,
No, you
probably
heard them.
disagree
Maybe.
with them. And so let us know what you think about your predictions down below as I continue the victories over Jay.
One. Oh, how cool would this have been if the braids were in buns?
Well, it's a jester hat because your team is a joke.
Ouch. I don't even know what to say to that. That was painful.
Guess what? You decide to be an NFL fan? This is the kind of NFL talk you get. You come onto my show wearing an Anthony Barr jersey, Jade. Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did?
I just want to clear
He
for the
hurt
record
Aaron Rodgers'
that
collarbone.
you made me
He
come on the show.
hurt-
This was your idea to do predictions. I simply agreed to it. So, your fault.
So, even worse, you were a guest in my home.
I live
invited
here.
you on
I
weekends.
pay half the
on
rent.
weekends. I invited you into my sanctuary.
so dramatic.
And you tainted it with your dirty, filthy, disgusting
Well, to be fair, you
jersey.
could thank the fans for that because they were so generous.
That's literally all Adam. Adam has gotten
Thanks,
you your
Adam.
entire attire. That's it.
No, on the other one, on the other jersey, was that Adam?
That was Adam too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Minnesota Vikings man,
Thanks,
28.
Adam.
He said he's sending me a Christmas gift. He also is the guy who glitter bombed me.
You were the glitter bomb?
Yeah. You know what you said? Oh, wouldn't it be funny to glitter bomb somebody?
Purple, next time. Gotta make your own. No!
You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social medias. See down below.
Don't
Check out
hurt it.
podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Music, Spotify, and of course on YouTube.
Don't throw
also,
it.
a big thank you and shout out to all
I
the patrons
feel
over
you're
at
gonna throw it.
patreon.com
Don't throw it.
Tom
You
Grossi
better pick it up.
Comedy. But thank you so much for watching. We will have the Vikings versus Packers interview tomorrow, breaking that game
See
down.
how he introduces the Vikings first?
Ladies first. And the guest,
Oh.
it's not you. You weren't the guest.
You did. He even said I was a guest in his home.
No, the
and now
interview,
he's going back.
The interview is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And a nice lady came on the show, but she just happens to be a Vikings fan.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she could borrow my stuff.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi.
I'm Jade Grossi.
And as always,
Skull!
go Pack Go.